Hi, I'm Dr. Ken Erickson, developer of the ProMaker method and creator of the step-up program for ultimate performance. Looks like it's time for some questions. Got one here. Why do my knees hurt when I run? That's a great question. It's actually kind of a common misconception that every runner is going to have knee pain at one time or another, and that's actually just not true. Running is a very unique activity. It's one of the most highly repetitive activities you could possibly do, and it also has a great deal of impact associated with it as well. So as you strike the ground, your body has to find some way to absorb that shock. And one of the best ways for that to occur is to contract many of the largest muscles of the thigh, the hamstrings and the quadricep. And in order to keep us from falling one side or another, we also have to make sure the pelvis is stabilized and held level. And the key to doing that is making sure that we have good what's called tensor fasciae lata muscles that are actually stabilizing by pulling on the IT bands. The TFL, the tensor fasciae lata, is actually located at the outside part of the hips, and it has a very long tendon. Most muscles have a very short tendon before it attaches to the bone. The TFL is a very weird muscle. It has a very long tendon, very thick fibrous tendon that actually attaches to the knee. And part of the attachment goes to the outside part of the kneecap. And if you have this constant impact over and over and over again, the tendency for the body is to slowly shorten the quadricep, slowly shorten the hamstring, and slowly shorten the IT band, the iliotibial band. And when that occurs, the kneecap starts to drift more and more out to the side, out away from the center of the body. That tends to cause an inefficiency of the way the kneecap actually slides over the top of the thigh bone or the femur. And that rubs away a lot of the cartilage that's there. It can actually lead to some pretty significant problems down the road. But one of the most common things that occurs, it just leads to knee pain behind the kneecap most often. And one of the easiest ways to handle this is to actually work on keeping the flexibility of the iliotibial band as loose as possible. And a foam roller is a great technique for doing that. You can Google that and find that pretty easily. Foam roller technique for the iliotibial band. You usually lay it on your side on top of the foam roller and you use it like a rolling pin. You roll up and down. It's usually quite painful if you have a problem, which is kind of confirmation that you need to do it. And then as it gets better, it'll get less and less painful. And there'll be certain spots in there that'll be just absolutely insanely painful, but you need to slowly work your way through those to get that band loosened up. And it's not a muscle. You can't stretch it like you can other tissues. You have to mash it down. And also in this step-up program, we go and show you how you can manually, with your hands, break that down as well to kind of break up that scar tissue. But the foam roller gets you a really good step in the right direction. So hopefully that answers your question. And if you have any more, go ahead and submit it to the ProMaker Performance Academy. I'll catch you at the Academy.